YouTube. We are.
Yeah, we are live. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Masters of the Retroverse. I'm your host, Adam, and with me, as usual, is Senor David.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. Hey, don't speak that shit. Don't you talk dirty to me. So what's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Speaking of languages, I'm trying to make my kids learn Norwegian, and they're actually picking it up pretty good, better than me.
Norwegian, huh?
Yeah.
From the great land of Norwegia.
The motherland of Norsk. Learning to speak some Norsk.
That's cool.
I know a little bit from growing up, but my son, man, he's picking it up really quick. So he's been talking at school and stuff. Yeah, man.
Oh, sweet.
Crazy. Yeah.
Dang, that's cool.
What have you been up to?
Not much, man. Not much. Just working as usual.
Oh, man. Tell me.
Finally got out and went to a comic book store. I'm going to turn your speaker down. I can hear myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it. It's this little one.
Yeah.
Little itty bitty guy right here. Trying to. So I can hear you instead of having my headphones on, because my headphones, there's a delay in it, and it's a horrible delay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out with the kids today. We actually went to the comic book store.
Yeah.
It was fun. Didn't really have a whole lot. It's not anything like the toy show, but it's, it was fun to get out and look around a little bit.
Yeah.
And see some of the stuff they had. I got a couple things. I actually didn't bring it down. Well, I got this hat. It's pretty cool. Deadpool hat. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, Deadpool hat.
Yeah.
You're a big Deadpool fan. We can
roll
with that.
Yeah. And man, they had one of the Deadpool Legends. It's not the same one that you have, but it was like that.
Yeah.
And man, they wanted way too much for it. It was $20, but I think the package had been opened, because on the right side, they drilled a hole through the like where the bubble meets the paper or the cardboard. Yeah. They drilled a hole and put like a zip tie on it to hold it together. And it was the bubble was beat. It was beat, right. It was beat to shit, man. I was like, and the store that I was in, I know that I couldn't have talked them down any, because it was it's like a retail store. So I was like, man, if I could get it for
right,
yeah, like maybe $10 I'd pay for it, but not 20. That was too much.
That's silly.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think they must have gotten those from the same guy or something, because every other one that they had there, you could tell that it had been opened and the bubble was all just terrible shape. So
yeah,
didn't walk out with that. I did walk out with. I did get one Toy Biz guy. I don't even know who it is. It's an X-Force guy. It was I don't remember who it was. Not anybody I'm really familiar with, but they had it on sale.
Yeah,
well, they had it on sale for like $4. So I had to buy it because I didn't have it, and it's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah,
and I got you a little something too. So
wait,
you know about it. So
the what I have right here right now.
What?
This right here right now.
What?
Oh no. Yeah, I do know.
No, I got you something. Yeah, no, I got you.
I was thinking we were talking about this thing right here. So
I'm not talking
I point down. I'm like, yeah, you got me this right here. Right,
not that.
Right.
No, I didn't get you that.
No, my mom got me that years ago.
Hey, we got Richard. Richard's watching. What's up, Richard? How you doing? We're live on Facebook.
Oh man, maybe I should monitor that a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that one of your buddies?
No.
Huh? Somebody from the group. All right. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. What's
cool.
up, Richard? Good to see you watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. So if you can't tell right now, I'm kind of getting over a cold. I was down for the count for like 2 days. 2 days this week. Had a pretty nasty strep sinus infection thing going on. It was pretty bad. So excuse me if I cough or anything like that. I apologize in advance. It was good though. It was good. I was still stubborn. I went to work, and they're like, go home. So I went home and I slept for 16 hours one day. It was incredible.
Nice. But it wasn't the flu though, right? It was just the cold.
It wasn't the flu. It was it was strep, but I had a sinus infection at the same time. So the back of my throat hurt. Still kind of hurts, but it fixes that, right? Rum.
Alcohol, right? It kills bacteria. Kills Yeah, so
exactly.
gotta make you feel better. We got
We'll
Mike. We got Mike watching too. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Thank you for your diagnosis, Dr. Adam.
Right. Yeah. Cures what ails you.
Yeah. Well, hair of the dog. Never did anything wrong.
Exactly,
What's
man.
up, Mike? Hey, see you in the chat. Say hi, whatever. We'll hit you up.
Yeah. So we had a guest that was supposed to come on tonight with us. It didn't happen, obviously, so we're just kind of winging it right now. So if anybody in Facebook chat, you guys got anything you wanna talk about, throw it up there.
But he had other. It's a big weekend for him, and I can understand why he had it. He couldn't join us tonight. We can start out right now if you want.
Yeah. Let's talk about because we do want to talk about his product. We've mentioned it before on the show.
Yep.
So why don't you kick it off there?
All right. Yeah. So we had Joe from the Nest Maker project come on the show. He's still open for him to come on the show whenever he's available. I know he's a busy man, so we appreciate it, and we're definitely going to push Nest Maker because it's going to help us create our game, and we find it very awesome that this is out there where you don't have to do excuse me, damn, I apologize, man. No coding involved. It's you build it how you want it. You have an idea. You watch some videos. You understand how their concept works. You put pen to pad. You figure it out. You draw your little guys. You do your animations. It's almost, I want to say, it's almost as simple as the Kano kids computer. Like, from what I've gathered from it, there's a little bit more to it, yes, but the Kano's kids computer, like, to help you animate and stuff like that, if you get the light system with that, like, it does the majority of the coding for you. It's not like Scratch if you know anything about coding, but it's pretty close to the same thing, if I'm speaking correctly about it. If I'm not, then Joe, if you see this later on, you're more than welcome to correct me, because you're the man. That's why I wanted to have you on the show tonight. But with that being said, early release beta for anybody who backed it is going to be March. At that level, if you backed it at that level, early release is March, so you get to use the beta. Anything after that, it's pretty much May. There's a couple things in May, if I remember reading it correctly without pulling up right now. And the actual release of the product and all the normal backers are probably getting their stuff around August, is what they're saying. So with that being said, maybe the stuff I've been working on, I know there's probably going to be some changes to a lot of the artwork that I have done for our game. I know I'm going to have to do some changes to it because I didn't understand how the NES works, how the Nintendo Entertainment works. It groups colors in groups of 4, and there's only a certain amount of colors allowed to be in any one place at any one time. So with me doing all the stuff that I already did and not having any limitations, because originally we were going to produce this game on Unity, and it's after code. I'm not very good at coding. We've already talked about this, but I know a little bit. If we do that, I got to make some changes to the artwork. Shouldn't be too hard. Maybe Joe can enlighten us on that situation and see how that works from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the reason it's a big weekend for them is because they have 33 hours left on the Kickstarter. This is all funded through Kickstarter. Their goal, it was an all or nothing thing, where if they didn't hit the goal, it wasn't going to happen. The pledge goal was $32,000, and they are
holy shit.
They are at $228,000 right now.
They've actually added tiers to that because they surpassed their maximum goal in the original launch of their Kickstarter project. It only had four I think packages or something like that 28 days ago when I was looking at it, when I first pledged to it, when you introduced me to it, because I had no clue. You look at their videos, like, they haven't gotten as much publicity as I think they should. Like, if it came down to people like us, people like you watching this podcast right now, and just sharing this information about them, and they have 31 hours, you said, left, Adam?
Yeah, 33. Yeah, Monday is it? Yeah.
you have that much time, and there's still some spots available to back these guys. And this is it's actually it's freaking awesome. You'll be able to make a Nintendo cartridge and it's your game. It's not a homebrew, it's not anything. You're not taking an original code and converting certain parts of that code to add in your own things like you've seen on emulators and stuff like that. Like I know it's a little inappropriate, but like they mess with Dungeons and Dragons, Double Dragon. They do some weird stuff to Double Dragon. It's pretty inappropriate. They do there's a Leisure Suit Larry one. Homebrews are pretty risque when they mess up old games, but I've seen some awesome homebrews where they take Mario 3 and they make levels that are like nearly impossible to beat. It's like you have to know, you have to be able to do speed runs and like know where you need to jump and how many times you need to do this, and like you have to press back at a certain point on the screen. It's like Mario Maker for the Wii. But like these guys take the original game and like add their own code to it and put this level in the original game. So you're playing on an original Nintendo. That's a homebrew. But these guys, you take a empty cartridge with no information on it whatsoever, and you make your game. You make it from the start, like from the title screen all the way to the credits, everything in between. It's a all about you sandwich.
Yeah, it's really cool too. They have different modules now too. They have 5 different modules. Well, 6 actually. One is adventure module, which is going to be like Legend of the Zelda style. A platformer, which obviously is like Mario. The RPG, which is going to be like a Final Fantasy type deal. Then they have the brawler module, which is like Street Fighter and Streets of Rage and all that stuff, and then the shooter module, which is probably one of my favorites too. Platformer and the shooter module. Shooter module is going to be like Gradius or some of those flying space shooters.
Yeah, like the old flying space shooter games on the old Nintendo and stuff like that, and like you have the little map in the corner and all that good stuff. Just want to say quick, what's up? What's going on, Kevin? Thanks for watching.
And then the Music Maker is the latest one that looks like they've added. And I guess that's more of, without reading this, just skimming through it, I guess it's more like just creating like 8-bit music, which is really cool.
Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, the NES Maker is going to be a big hit. I think. I just wish they had more publicity behind them, and you could understand like the awesomeness to the factor of which this is. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
They've got now they got 7 Troll Burner demo, which is unlocked. And if they hit 256,000, which I thought they said they did. Hang on. I thought it was 280.
I think they're right there. I think they're at that threshold.
Where are they at? Oh, 227. Sorry. They're at 227 now. If they hit 256,000, they're going to add memory mapping to it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I mean, this is going to be huge. I know they've talked about it on the completely unnecessary podcast. Pat Contry's talked about this a little bit, and he kind of said the same thing. This could be one of the biggest things for retro gamers. I mean, because
it's absolutely unbelievable. I think it's great.
You can make the game that you always wanted to play as a kid.
Yeah,
easily. Like any dummy like me could sit down and make my own NES game.
We can add your special fart power, no problem.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that was supposed to be a secret.
Oh, my bad. You have farts, I have beer bottles.
Yep. That's it. That was a little bit of a spoiler for the game that David's created.
My bad.
There. It's we each have special powers, and mine is the fabulous power of farts.
Yeah.
So,
right,
yeah,
there'll be more than just his fart power. So there'll be a lot more surprises besides just that. So,
Yep. So
cheers to the game.
Yeah, this will be cool. I mean, hopefully, maybe in the next few weeks we can get Joe on to come on and talk about the product once the dust is kind of settled a little bit, just to give all of our listeners a little more of an insight on what this project is all about.
Yep.
And especially since you've backed the project, you've put money into it, so you are
I'm
part of that. You're a backer. Yep.
I am a backer.
That's what I hear.
Hey.
Easy.
Easy. No, straight as an arrow. Wife's in the kitchen right now. Wait, is that? Oh my God, that's not politically correct right now.
Is she making you a sandwich?
A sandwich. I think she's picking up a pizza. I'm about to go to the Angry Ginger here in a little bit. Who knows? Maybe Wendell's watching me right now from the Angry Ginger.
Nice. Let's talk about
weird name too.
It is, yeah.
An Irish bar. It's called the Angry Ginger. It's freaking awesome.
I think that's badass. Yeah. Let's talk about what's the latest, because we haven't really talked about a whole lot of news on the show in a long time.
Yeah.
And we've got some news. New news. Actually, this that I'm looking at is an update as of yesterday.
It's on our website too.
Yeah,
I've updated our website.
Oh, you did? Okay. I'll have to go there too.
So
I guess I could check that.
Actually, if you go to retro-podcast.com, yes, I said it correctly. Congratulations, David. You click on the what's new with the He-Man movie. It's currently up to date with the most up-to-date stories and topics with the He-Man movie. So, from credible sources that I can find via the internet.
Right?
What is credible these days on the internet?
Everything. If it's on the internet,
it's not credible.
Gotta be true.
Yeah.
So what is going on with the He-Man movie?
So word on the street on the website, if you haven't pulled up right now. Yep. So David Goyer backed out from directing Masters of the Universe. It would be awesome to have Joe Amato on right now, but I know he's probably in the shindig or something. I don't know, because there's a lot of Moti stuff going on the shindig. But yeah, so David Goyer backed out. He pulled down his Tila battlesuit concept drawing that he had on his Instagram page nearly 3 or 4 hours after he posted it, and everybody, took snapshots of it, screenshots of it, posted it all over the internet, and be like, "Oh, this is totally unbelievable! How could you do this to Tila and the Masters of the Universe? This is horrible! Please don't do this to our show." You didn't listen to the fan community. The fan community is where you need to reach out to the people that are buying the toys still, the classics that are released, the people that are waiting in line for a release of a Horde Trooper classics version, or He-Man with Cringer, or whatever, what have you. Those are the people that you need to listen to, David Goyer. And if you would have listened to them, you wouldn't have got intimidated by the nasty comments about the Tila battlesuit, because you would have never posted that thing. That was atrocious, dude. We don't need no Transformers. We don't need no Michael Bay big and then stick a hot girl in there. We want substance. We want storyline. We want Eternia. We want a good story. Pull from the old comics, pull from the mini comics, try to take some ideas, put something together to make this thing absolutely awesome to the fans that have known and loved this universe since the 80s. This is horrible, man. You shouldn't do this. I got a little rant going on right now, but he backed out. He says it has to do with other commitments. No. Well, Sony said, here's this. He put some ideas together, threw it out there to feed the crowds. The crowds fucking bit his head off, and he got overwhelmed. That's what happened. David Goyer's out.
Well, apparently he's doing the new Krypton show on Sci-Fi, which is why he backed
fucking
out.
Deal.
I know.
That looks like fucking garbage too.
Yeah, it does look kind of. I wasn't really impressed by the little teaser that I saw.
Yeah, the teaser I saw like a month ago. I didn't even want to talk about it because it was so bad.
But it does say that he will still be the writer and producer of the movie. He's just not going to be the director, so he's still going to be involved. But what was this? What was this whole thing? What was the whole thing with the whole Tila thing, though? I mean, like, what were people saying about it? Because I didn't get a chance to see it.
So pretty much what I was saying, like, they're trying to throw like a Michael Bay version look of it, like, let's throw a big crazy character in there. Who knows? Maybe it's not even Tila in the battle suit. Maybe the battle suit is Tila, and Tila is now a robot. Like, they're trying, like, there's so many theories out there right now about people what they think this could be. It's like, why would you, for a concept That's not a concept you feed the masses. Like, it's not. It's just not. And if you're a director or whoever, and you've gone out to the Comic-Cons and stuff like that, these are the people that you need to feed, because they're going to be the people that go and talk to the people that don't look at this stuff on a daily basis, but remember He-Man from back in the day when they were kids, and they're going to be like, well, I know you collect He-Man. I know you know all about He-Man because you're still engulfed in the universe, which the universe is still going to this day in the comics. Mm-hmm. So to have that kind of backing behind the universe and not tap into it is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's huge right now. Masters of the Universe is probably the biggest that it's been right now, I think, since the original series. A lot of that has to do with internet, just Facebook groups. I think it's always been sought after and loved by people, but the people that remember He-Man are people like us, our age group, which are now, working adults with families, and
they're going to take their kids and their wives
right. But we've also got the money. Our generation now has the money to start, collecting all this stuff. So it's kind of, it's regaining its popularity with us. And then our kids see us. My kid loves He-Man and Skeletor and playing with the toys and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it could be a lot bigger than the original movie was. And I'm hoping that it is. And I'm hoping that with him on as a writer and the producer, I'm hoping that's not going to be that big of a setback, the fact that he's stepping back as director, because all it is just director. He's still producing, he's still writing it, so it's still going to be the same thing that he was wanting. But I see where you're coming from too. They don't want something. They don't want a Michael Bay version of it. But you've also got to remember that it's all about the money. And if they were just gearing it towards people that were like us watching it, the movie wouldn't make any money. It would have to go straight to DVD. So they're trying to but they're trying to revamp it to get the attention of the younger crowds, of people that aren't familiar with He-Man, so that way that the movie can make money. And I get it. I get why they're doing it. It sucks because it's not original. It's not, they're taking away from some of the authenticity of it. But I get why they're doing it. Not saying it's right, but I get it.
You can still have the big blockbuster with the original type cast, like the way that it was made in the 80s. Like you can. There's no way that you.
Yeah, but if they did that though, then it would be it would come across as a cheesy B movie. They're trying to make it real.
Yeah, it was already made.
Right. And you remember how loved that movie was by even our generation. Like I liked it as a kid because I didn't know any better. But now you look back
until you watch it again.
Right. Until you watch it again, you look back and it does not hold up. And you look back and you're like, what a piece of shit this movie was. It's got more nostalgia value than anything. Because the acting's bad, the writing's bad, doesn't have the characters. It's based on Earth and not Eternia.
Yeah, it's based on Earth, and as soon as you jam Dolph Lundgren into it, it's like, the fuck out of here.
So they're trying not to
muscle bound, and he has blonde hair. Let's put him in the movie,
right? But back then, that was kind of an odd thing. I mean, shit. Now you get on Facebook, you get on Instagram, and look at how many bodybuilders there are out there now that could play the role. Hell, look at all the cosplay. Just Google He-Man cosplay and it's amazing some of the great cosplay costumes that are out there right now for He-Man. I mean, you got these big buff blonde dudes with the mullets and the mop haircut, it's some of them are ridiculous, but some of them
that's one thing I could see them like some of the updating that they could do with He-Man that I could agree with. One, he needs a haircut. I get it. Two, maybe not as muscle bound as he was in the 80s TV show. Got it. Like just a good build. You know what I mean? Like he could wear normal clothes, like he could be a normal Joe on the street.
Right. Like, does he really need to wear, tighty whities and boots?
No. I mean, no. So some of the costume stuff, I'm open to that being updated. You know what I mean? and Prince Adam and stuff like that. Like, I don't like, to be honest with you, I'm scared whoever takes the movie, to be honest with you, because like in my eyes, the cartoon can never transfer over into movie realm whatsoever. It's a cartoon.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't think you can ever do it justice in a movie.
But just think about how cool Skeletor could look with today's technology and CGI and everything. I mean, he could be the Skeletor that we wanted, that should have been on the cartoon, you know, instead of that
right
wimpy little high pitched voice, you know, have
PG-13
more of like
movie. Is that what we're shooting for?
Why not? Might as well. I mean, PG-13 ain't shit. Hell, rated R movies really aren't shit anymore, you know. I think they should go PG-13 with it, because kids are still going to watch it.
Yeah.
Have a few cuss words in it, and
yeah,
no big deal.
Yeah. It's got to have some. It's got to have some great. You know, it's got to be dirty. It's got to be dark. It's like, those are the things that you want to see.
Yeah, like what if they did that? What if they went that route, like they did with Batman? You know, it went like dark with
story. It. They need to do an origin story.
No, I'm talking about like
start an origin story.
Well, that would be cool, but I think they need to come out with an initial movie first, and then go back and do an origin story. But what if they did like they did with Batman? You know, remember the God, what's his name? The original Bat, not the original, but you know, I'm talking about the Michael Keaton, Tim Burton. That's what I'm thinking.
Burton. Yeah,
you got the Tim Burton Batman, and then you got the what's his name? Who did the newer ones that are just way darker?
Chris
Nolan.
Chris Nolan. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, why not do something like that? Make it.
There'll never be a Batman. There'll never be a Batman released that'll top Chris Nolan's Batman. It was great, dude. It was great.
But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
He started out with an origin story, dude. Chris Nolan started out with an origin story. So let's start out with an origin story for He-Man. Let's start it out the way it's supposed to start out, like it did originally in the comic books. Now we're in a tribe. So now we're back in whatever era. I didn't read all of like the old comics because I haven't had access to them besides online. Let's start back to when he was in the tribe, when he had the village, and they were all barbarians. Instead of just slamming a barbarian into a sci-fi action thing, we build up to the sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's they sent He-Man out. You know what I mean? Like they sent He-Man out because he was the bravest, strongest warrior in that tribe to go out into the world and seek new life, some enterprise,
new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
But that's how they released He-Man. Like that's the original story of He-Man. He came from a tribe of barbarians, and like they put him into the deal, and he became like, maybe you could have a backstory where it goes back all the way back to what is it? Wundar? Not Wundar, but Wundar was originally. Now with the new storyline for Wundar originally was the very first He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like,
supposedly
diehard collectors and diehard storytellers know like that's complete and utter bullshit, because Wundar was a mishap of fucking advertising in the 80s. But to have kind of like show little bits and pieces of Wundar, and then it builds up to where He-Man becomes He-Man, you know, where Adam becomes Prince Adam and he gets adopted by whoever, like however the storyline's supposed to work. But like, let's actually build a universe. That way we won't just have to have one movie. We can have two movies. We can have three movies, you know?
Right. They could do it. They could do a Masters of the Universe movie. Start off with that.
Yeah.
Build up all the characters and then split them off and do like do a He-Man movie. I mean, oh my God, dude, how cool would it be to see a Man-at-Arms or origin story?
Yes.
That would be fantastic.
Yes.
I think they could do a lot with this, and I think if to make this good, they're gonna have to do it like Chris Nolan style, make it dark. Because nobody wants to hear the moral of this story, kids, is don't talk to strangers. That shit that's
and they don't want it. completely, utterly fucking 1987 Dolph Lundgren fucking
Right. Which, by the way, Brandon and
Wind Raiders and shit flying into the city of,
right,
suburbia, fucking California.
Brandon commented on the YouTube live stream and says that Dolph says, hey, Dolph is a cinematic treasure.
Yeah, that's why he was like played a very little role in the Expendables. They barely let that dude talk.
Right.
Any of them shouldn't have talked as much as they talked in the Expendables. They should have just been shooting guns the whole damn time. Chuck Norris's part was better than Dolph.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. They're talking about. Oh God, I closed the page out, but they're talking about a release of fall of 2019.
The fall of what?
Fall of 2019 for a release, from what I read, like August 2019.
I thought it was this year.
Mm-mm.
They change it?
I guess so. Hang on a second. Let me find it again.
Because they were supposed to start shooting in spring of this year and be wrapped up by summer.
Yeah, but with all the issues that they've had, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that could happen.
Well, I mean, hell, they're gonna get engulfed by fucking Star Wars if they release next year.
Yeah. Damn it, where was it? Shit. I just read it. Actually, no, it was on our Retro Podcast website.
Yeah, I put it on
our website. Yeah, I know. I had two different articles open. Damn, I knew I seen it somewhere. Hang on a second. Let me pull it up here. God, I'm excited to see Skeletor though, man. That's just gonna be. I'm amped about that shit now. Masters of the Universe is scheduled for a December 18th, 2019 release date.
December 18th. Okay, that's why I had it thrown off. But
still December. I mean, that's stepping on Star Wars toes right there.
That's Star Wars. That's the third movie for Star Wars, supposedly, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. That'll be the third original, not the in between Star Wars. Yeah.
The Han Solo movie isn't even. It's coming out in May. 24th or something in May. So unless they have another story they're going to release the end of this year, just to tie up some, because Disney's, money hungry.
What do you think about that? What do you think about the Han Solo thing?
Okay.
Seeing the trailer.
We're going to start talking about this.
Just quick tangent. Okay. We don't have to expand on it too much.
Everything about the Star Wars Han Solo story was absolutely wonderful, except for Han Solo.
I agree. That
dude needs to go to sleep, and they need to bring the other dude back that read for him, sent the shit in. He fucking looks like him. He sounds like him.
You're talking about the guy that's on Facebook that does the impressions of Robin Williams, Han Solo. I mean, this guy is he's spot on.
He looks exactly like Han Solo would look.
The mannerisms, the voice, everything is to a T. They are so stupid.
Yeah, they're fucking utterly ridiculous.
Are they thinking? Dude. Yeah, what the fuck are they thinking about?
The fucking dude has a resume. That's what they were thinking. And it's fucking Disney. They don't give a fuck what you are, I think. We slap Star Wars on it. It's gonna sell a fucking million copies. Here you go, buddy.
So who's the guy that's playing Han Solo?
Yeah, who's collection, dude? I'm fucked.
Yeah. So who's the guy that's playing Han Solo, and what the fuck has he been in? I mean, I don't recognize the guy.
I'm getting irritated. I'm fucking irritated right now.
Get David all riled up. He's getting ready to go out and go drinking. IMDb.
You got him?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Solo, the Star Wars story.
Fucking hate that dude.
All right, let's see who.
There's actually a petition. There's actually a petition for the other dude to fucking play Han Solo. I signed it.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah, dude. Curly ass fucking hair. Like, he doesn't look like him whatsoever. Big bushy fucking eyebrows.
He hasn't been in anything. He was on an episode of CSI back in 2006. He was on an episode of Supernatural back in 2005.
Yeah, like the first season.
Yeah.
He's the one with the Wendigo, I think.
But he hasn't been in any, like, nothing major at all.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah,
is
it's
all
fucking
just
horrible, dude.
stupid. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I want to talk real quick about the Venom teaser trailer. Did you watch that?
No, I only saw the one with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's the what? The teaser trailer? It was like a
He's
minute and
sitting
a
on the
half
bed
long.
or whatever.
It was like a minute and a half long teaser
No, I didn't
trailer.
see that one.
You didn't see that one? Okay.
No.
It looks amazing. I think Tom Hardy is going to be I think he's perfect for the role. I think it's going to be awesome. What I don't like about it, and I'm sure they did it on purpose, was the fact that you don't see the symbiote, you don't see Venom in the teaser at all. Like it's all just Tom Hardy laying in an MRI, he's laying in an MRI machine most of the teaser, and like he's like freaking out, and that's pretty much it. But I'm excited. I am absolutely excited.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it too. Do you think they'll have the same? No, it's not even the same world, is it? The Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. It's not the same world, right?
No, it is, but they said that Spider-Man is not going to be in this.
Well, that's during the Amazing Spider-Man's time, right? Venom's during the Amazing Spider-Man, and now it's just Spider-Man Homecoming. It would have been the other one when Sony had it,
right? Well, and it is Sony that's doing this Venom movie too. So I
really liked that dude they had before. Like I like Spider-Man Homecoming, but the Spider-Man before the Amazing Spider-Man's like I liked him, dude. I liked his smart ass snide comments and shit. Like I liked how he played Peter Parker.
That was who was that? It was because Andrew Garfield is the one now. Yeah, but that's not the one you're talking about. You're talking about the one before him.
Andrew Garfield is him, isn't it?
Yeah, that's him now. Yeah, is that who you're talking about?
No. The one that had the two with Emma Stone and shit in it.
Okay. Oh, Tom Holland. Yeah,
Tom
Holland is the one now. Andrew Garfield was the one before that. Okay, yeah. So looking it up on IMDb on the Venom page, and it looks like it might have Spider-Man on it because Tom Holland is credited on the cast as Peter Parker. In parentheses, it says rumored. So who knows? But I want to know who's going to be the bad guy on this, or is it just going to be like I mean, they got to have an antagonist on it. I'm really hoping it'd be really cool if they had Carnage.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. I'm curious about the story, like what storyline they're going to follow with it. I know it's kind of like an Origins type deal, but they still have to have some sort of conflict, and because Venom is an anti, what do they call it? What do they call
anti-hero.
it? Anti-hero, yeah. Right, yeah. I mean, he's not really a bad guy. Like he fights.
He kills people when he's saving people.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That's the definition.
Pretty much, yeah.
He kills.
He does, yeah. So pretty excited about that. It's gonna be a good year for movies, man. We got a lot of good shit coming out. We've seen a lot of good trailers. The new Avengers too.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good too.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the new X-Men movie to come out too. I wonder when that is.
Where are they going to go now? Because they killed Logan.
No, that Logan was that was a completely different universe. That's not a universe. It's a different timeline. So
Logan is fluid throughout all timelines, though.
He is, but the Logan story in the movie was a different timeline.
I didn't even understand like how the fuck Wolverine like died, to be honest with you, because like
the adamantium inside the adamantium was poisoning his body basically.
Yeah.
So it was.
I knew that, but I figured he'd still last longer than 2045 or whatever the storyline was pushed out to.
Yeah, considering that he was alive in like the Civil War or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah,
but he didn't get an adamantium until like this century, So I guess it was enough that it poisoned his body, poisoned his blood, where he couldn't heal. He wasn't healing as fast, so it could actually, it caused him to die.
Yeah. Okay.
November 2nd, 2018 is the release date for the Dark Phoenix, which
is what?
For the X-Men movie. X-Men.
Okay.
It's the Dark Phoenix saga. I suggest
so it's going to go more towards what's her name?
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, yeah.
Yeah, Jean Grey and Cyclops. Yeah, it'll be more along the lines of that. I recommend if anybody out there listening gets a chance, go check out, if you can find it now, because it's not on Netflix anymore, the X-Men, or it was on Hulu, I think. The X-Men cartoon from the 90s. Well, it was really cool because they would do all these different sagas. They had a whole, it was like a 4-episode run of the Dark Phoenix saga, which was really cool. So it kind of explained the story. You can probably find it on YouTube or something like that. I suggest going and checking it out just to kind of get up to speed on what the story is going to be all about.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of have an idea because you saw in, I think it was, what was it, X-Men X3, I think, where Jean Grey dies and she comes back as the Dark Phoenix.
The Phoenix, yeah.
But that's not the same story that they're going to do here.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, like I really like the First Class and all that shit. I like that storyline. I really like the chick from Game of Thrones being Jean Grey.
Well, she is on Game of Thrones. I mean, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I do recognize her from that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I really liked her being Jean Grey. I think she did a good job.
I think the X-Men line is one of the few lines that they actually did a good job in rebooting the series because it makes sense. And the characters
technically they all go together. Like even the old ones. Like they all Yeah.
Yeah, like once you get up to Days of Future Past, that's where it all kind of happens. And that's where that shift in that timeline happens. So supposedly, I think the Logan story, and any comic book guys out there, correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Scott Hanna's watching. What's up, Scott? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the Logan storyline follows the original storyline, not the one that happened through the Days of Future Past storyline, to where they're doing away with all the mutants, and that's why Professor X Professor X is in hiding and all that stuff.
I know it's a little off tangent, but we should pull Scott in and have him talk about the Han Solo movie real quick.
If he can, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you got time, I know you got to get going, but
let's see here. You still there, Scott? Let me see here. Boom. This won't let me do it because you started the Facebook Live video. See if are you friends with him?
Well, we don't have to pull him into Facebook. We can pull him into Google Hangouts.
Okay.
I'm looking through the cast of this, and I'm looking to see who all's on here. Pretty much all the same people. It's we got Raven, Psylocke, Michael Fassbender's Magneto, obviously.
He said okay. So yeah, pull him in.
Okay. I don't remember what his. Let's see if I can find him on here. You're gonna have to text me his email address or something because I don't think I have it on here.
What are you looking at? Let me see here. I'm still a boot when it comes to this shit. It says he isn't watching now. You're showing your screen on Facebook, just to let you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just to let you know, in case something comes up you don't want to show.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get him on. I don't know. Get him on another week or something, and that way he's got time to talk about it.
Yeah. Let's see here, chat. Screen. Boom.
Ink. Who is Ink? Not sure who that is.
February 4th.
Cyclops, Beast, Phoenix. Huh. Man, that looks good. I haven't seen any trailers for that yet, though, either.
I'm such a boot with this shit.
Yeah, man, we got so much stuff coming up this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I wish I
awesome.
was like, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
Where can I find that picture, man? I was looking for that picture of that Tila costume you were talking about.
A picture of what?
The Tila costume. I Googled it. I just typed in Masters of the Universe Goyer Tila costume and nothing popped up.
Where the fuck is the call I'm currently in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to add him, man.
Hey, what's up, Nick? My nephew is watching.
You got okay.
So, well, let's try to get him on another time, man. Let's that way we've got time to talk about that and get his input, and then we'll have him on after the movie. Once we all watch it, so that way we can talk about it then too. Kind of like we do with Star Wars. Our official Star Wars correspondent.
Yeah. It still says he's watching, but
we need to set up like a way for people to call in. That would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fucking awesome.
Set up a number they can call in. I know other podcasts that
maybe get Rob and Slim to help you out with that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I could hit him up and
call-ins and shit all the time. Like,
see how they do it.
Their shit's set up weird though. They're all in one room. That's the only difference between them and us. So
but they still do all the Facebook Live.
I'm in a different state. Whoever we invite in is in a different state.
Yeah.
So let's we can close up shop with Netflix.
Yeah, what are you watching?
So what I watched, what I started, what I finished, all encompasses so Altered Carbon.
Yes, no spoilers because I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but that is on my list, and I am going to be watching that. Hopefully, this
damn
week.
it!
You can't spoil it, man. You can't.
I told you Netflix. Let's talk about Netflix.
Oh, it's not like I'm going to have. That was an hour before we started recording. So you think I'm going to
stuff, and you're like, don't spoil it, motherfucker. How am I supposed to talk about it without spoiling it?
How am I supposed to watch an entire season within an hour of recording?
It's only like 11 or 12. It's like 10, 11 or 12 episodes. I can't even remember.
So that's like only 7 or 8 hours.
I know Wendell's sitting in Angry Ginger right now. I'm surprised he hasn't tuned in yet and be like, what the fuck, David? You're supposed to be here.
What are your thoughts on that Altered Carbon? What'd you think of it?
So,
am I gonna like
Carbon. It? All right, I'll tell you how I feel about it from the moment of seeing its trailers and its live videos that they posted on Facebook. And it's like a chick sitting there with a cell phone and she's like swiping or whatever. She's like, what sleeve would you like? Would you like to be thinner? I'm like, yes, please. Would you like to have a 6-pack? 8-pack, please. Like, it's like, would you like to have an athlete's body? Yes. Like, it's just all these stupid things. Would you like to be tanner? It has you thinking like it's gonna be like a Westworld type thing. Have you seen Westworld?
Oh yeah.
You seen the original?
Yep.
Have you seen the HBO series Westworld?
Oh, the original. I didn't know there was 2. No, I watched the HBO
series on HBO called
That's
Westworld.
That's the one that I watched. The one on HBO.
And then there's an original movie from 1976 or 77.
Okay, no, I haven't watched that one. No,
that's where everything spawns from. So,
because I know it was
you should go back watch that. It's a little weird. It's an older movie. You got to kind of understand what's going on with the things and whatnot, but it's still good. So, Altered Carbon. Going into the show, I thought that it was going to be more aimed towards that kind of environment, and then so actually upon watching the series and watching it unfold, like first episode, pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. The rest of the way through, it dragged ass, and it let me call out. I knew every plot turn. I knew every freaking thing. I knew everything that was going on before it even unfolded. It was very, very scripted to the normal thing. If you watch this kind of stuff and you pay attention to these kind of things, I'm trying to do this without ruining anything for Adam. But if he's understanding what I'm saying, then he's going to know, like, as soon as he starts watching, he's going to be kind of disappointed like I was.
Well, I'll still watch it anyway.
Yeah, still watch it. I want to know. Yeah. Like, to be honest with you, I fell asleep on some episodes, dude.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But the other stuff I've been watching on Netflix, I've been watching with my wife, is, Shameless. No big deal.
Have you seen the Cloverfield?
Huh?
Movie? Have you seen the new Cloverfield movie? You watched that? You did watch it?
Yeah. I've seen all.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Yep. Seen all.
What did you think about that one? Because I have. Some of my friends on Facebook have really given mixed reviews. Like, it's one of those things, either you think is really great or you hate it. And
so my interpretation, this is just David's interpretation of the Cloverfield series as it has unfolded. It kind of, with the first one with Cloverfield, it kind of slammed you right down smack in the center. It puts you, like, it knows you go out, it knows you was drinking, hanging out with your friends, doing whatever, and then it throws you smack dab in the middle of a fucking war zone where it's the fog of war. You're confused. You don't know what's going on. You don't know which way's up and which way's down. You don't know what's going to happen next. You're just trying to figure out what's going on from one minute to the next. That's what they did. They threw you into a bottle of fucked upness, and they didn't want you to understand it. So that's Cloverfield. Now, 10 Cloverfield Lane, now that's taking you away from the action, putting you in a bunker, right? And you don't know what's going on either. You still don't know what's going on. You still don't know what the big fucking picture is. You don't know why you're in all these fucked up situations, why you watch Cloverfield.
I didn't even know, like, I even had to ask you. I'm like, this is a really stupid question, but are these two movies, like Cloverfield Lane and the other one, the original one, are they connected? Because the only thing is the name. Like, you don't know until the end, which you still don't really know. They don't explain it very well.
They don't explain it well, and they tell you that. They tell you, like, they're gonna have to be like, you're gonna have to decipher this movie your whole self. And there's still supposedly, I think, gonna be another one later on. But the point is, they put you in a bunker, and now you're like chained to a fucking wall or a bed or whatever she was. It's been a while since I've seen that one, and you don't know what's going on. And she's trying to fucking. Our old boy, fucking John Goodman's just trying to make a family, whatever. And, everything's good to go, and like, you don't realize it, but John Goodman was a good guy in that fucking movie. He's just a little fucked up. He was looking out for everybody, but he didn't want to explain anything because obviously he had some kind of military experience because he had a bunker. He found this person that was in a car crash and brought him into the bunker and decided he was going to give up some of his food for this person. Like, if any way you look at this fucking thing, it's a good fucking deal. Yeah, he changed you to a bed because he doesn't know you from fucking Adam. But anyways, so he changed you to a bed, and he tells you all these things, and he starts letting you into his life, and eventually, like, he'll be like, we can't go outside, we can't do this, we can't do that, and it's not like. Because you're disenfranchised from your family and you don't know what your family's doing. So
keep talking. I'm
instantly,
still here.
You don't know what the fuck's going on. So that brings us to She got out, and you know the rest of that fucking movie. Now it brings us to Cloverfield Paradox, the next movie in the series. It's an absolutely amazing movie. Like, and if you go into this movie with closed eyes and just be like, what the fuck's going on? Why is his arm moving and his brain's on the other side, or blah, blah, blah? It's a fucking paradox. Get over it, dude. Like, the shit don't make fucking sense. When you're in the multiverse, like, you don't understand what's going on. Nothing makes fucking sense in the multiverse. There were two worlds intertwined into one fucking cohabitant fucking relationship. So you can't sit there and say like this movie's fucking stupid. You can't sit there and say this movie's fucking stupid. So, long story short, the whole thing that made the first and the second movie even possible was the third movie, because they turned the ultimate thing on, trying to fucking create the power source, which brought the fucking monsters and all the craziness into the worlds. They intertwined the two worlds, and now we're in a paradox of like,
hallelujah, preach it, brother, preach it.
You don't fucking know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. So don't be disappointed about a movie that explained their fucking whole plot perfectly from top to bottom within the first three movies, and now supposedly they're going to have a fourth movie. So know what happened. The cause of all of the movies was the paradox. When they turned on the fucking power, the thing to have unlimited power for the rest of humankind or whatever, that's what caused all of that shit to happen.
Yep.
Boom.
And I think it's great. I think it's genius. I love the way that they line these movies out. The three movies are so different, but yet it all encompasses, and it all makes sense once you start thinking about it. Some of my friends were complaining about the fact that, you know, the writing was terrible, the acting was terrible, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I think it's genius, because they can do as many of these movies as they want with all these different stories and any way they want to do it. Like, you know, the first one was like a found footage one. The second one was more of like a thriller. This third one's more like a sci-fi, which that's why I liked it, because I like the sci-fi stuff. And that's just Deadpool talking. But, you know, I need to go get me a chimichanga, so let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You're fucking chimichanga. All right, man. So that was my rant about that movie. I don't know if it made sense. If it didn't make sense to you, it made sense to me, because I understand paradoxes.
Yep.
So whatever.
Yep. Science
And shit. I love fucking science.
I fucking love science. You follow that Facebook page?
Science.
That's a great Facebook page, actually. If you don't follow it, check it out. That's okay. Well,
right, ready to wrap this up. We're at an hour.
Let's wrap it up. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us on the Facebook Live channel, Facebook Live, whatever the hell it is, our Facebook group, Masters of the Retroverse group. Check it out. Come join us. Hang out. You get to see us recording our podcast live. You can also find the live on YouTube, YouTube Live, whatever, or you can go back and watch it, you know, afterwards. However, our Facebook page is Masters of the Retroverse. Come check it out. Whatever. I'm done. Let's get out of here.
Man, you look like Joe Amato right now. Shout out Joe Amato.
Yeah, what's up? Because I don't want people seeing my face.
Can't have anybody see my mundane face.
Right, my face. It's hideous. Yeah. Ready?
Boo. Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Holy crap, my hair's crazy. All right.
Oh, you look marvelous, man.
What's that?
You look marvelous.
Thank you. You are quite dashing yourself.
Thanks, buddy.
Man. All right. Well, guys, we got a guest lined up for next week. It's going to be geared more towards the comic book side. Make sure that you guys check it out. It's going to be awesome. This guy is writing his own book. Trying to explain. I'm not even going to try to explain it, because I'm just going to let him do it when he comes on the show, because it's kind of complex, but it's really cool. It's like alternative universe. How would the superheroes have reacted if they were here during 9/11? You know, stuff like that. It's really cool concept. So we're going to have him on. talk a little bit about the Toy Biz stuff. Hopefully, kind of kick off some of the Toy Biz segments of the show for the next few weeks, maybe, and talk about X-Men and superheroes and all that good stuff. So it'll be fun. So check it out. That's it. You got anything else?
No, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm shutting down the Facebook Live. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all you do. iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. You can find the audio podcast. And remember, there's nothing wrong with living in the past. See you guys.